Very good morning, children. In yesterday's class, you learned about what is biodiversity and what are the variations which we are observing among the living organisms. And you learned about a case study taking as an example of Ramnagar Ramakundam of our Telangana state. So, what do you mean by variations? And variations means different kinds of organisms which we are observing in the living organisms, like sizes, shape or structure, all these differences which we are observing, and they are called as variations. So variations, how they are formed means, so when any changes whichever are seen in the particular species of organisms, when they are useful to the organisms, they are carried forward to the next generations, and it takes a lot of time for passing those useful variations to the next generations. Then two species of same species of organisms, if we observe also, we are going to observe some variations. So some differences we are going to observe. So those differences which we are observing in the living organisms, we call them as variations, and the different species of organisms which we observe, from microorganisms to human beings or other living organisms which are present in all around the globe. So that one are particular characters which we are observing in particular species of organisms. So that one we call it as biological diversity or biodiversity. So what do you mean by biodiversity, children? The changes which we are observing among the living organisms which belong to same species, like Homo sapiens, if we take example, human beings. So all human beings, we have some common characters. In spite of that also, no one is looking alike. So in your family members also, no one is looking alike. Is it not, children? And in your class also, if you see, so some have what is that, cat eyes, some have black color people, some have curly hair, some have smooth hair, and some are very much tall, or some people are very much short. Like that we are observing some change, some differences we are going to observe. So that one leads to that biodiversity. So in a vast group of organisms, when we are observing the different characters which we are observing in them, okay, in size, shape, then structure, the way they are collecting food or the mode of life, all these will be taken into consideration. So that one we call it as biodiversity. Okay, so we are going to learn about the what is that, Ramakundam, a case study we have taken as an example. So 70 years back, Ramakundam, which is very much close to that what is that, very much close to Nallamala forest of Manchiryal of Adilabad district. So but district now it is changed, children. So when we see, it was said as a reserve for tigers. Dense forest was there, Nallamala forest was there. In that so many tigers were living, and other animals also were living, wild animals. So like, what are the wild animals means? Bears, pythons, hyenas, leopards, deers. Apart from that, in large number we used to observe tigers. But nowadays what happened means, those animals start disappearing. Why? What is the reason means, in that Ramakundam, National Thermal Power Corporation, a power generating company was started there. So many people started working in that company. So permanent dwellings of human beings started, and that company was started by evacuating the forest land. Then other industries also were started there. So how much green it was earlier, it is not seen now. So because of that, what happened? Slowly the disappearing of organisms which were living started. Okay, so now we are not observing large number of animals like especially tigers. Now in that area, why? Because they lost their habitat. They lost their habitat. So the number of tigers slowly it started decreasing. Is it like disappearing? We can tell. So here disappearing means what? Are we going to tell that if that organisms which are living in that particular area, if they start disappearing, can we say that the organisms are extinct? We can't tell. Why? Because we are going to observe the organisms in other places also. Is it not, children? So like that here, but that particular area, the particular group of living organisms, they are going to become vanishing. That you are understanding, or disappearing, you are understanding. So what you can think of that, because of what are the reasons for that loss in biodiversity which we are observing, means because of human interventions or human activities. So deforestation is responsible for that. One of the reasons for what is that disappearing of species. Then other one is said to be industrialization or urbanization. Is it clear? So all these are the reasons for disappearing of the diversity, biodiversity. Is it clear to you? Then but in Ramagundam, instead of those tigers, once it was called as a tiger valley, but now we are observing large number of peacocks, other animals we are going to observe, like scorpions or germandals. We are going to observe there. Bears are rarely found like. So why it is there? Why we are observing peacocks there more in number? Means peacocks are fond of eating snakes. Okay. So instead of tigers or other organisms, we are observing more snakes there. So peacocks are getting more and more snakes there. So we are observing more number of peacocks in that particular area. Is it clear to children? So in that way, the disappearing of these tigers has been started from that area. Is it clear to you? Then are you observing any particular group of organisms in your surroundings like disappearing? Have you observed, children? Yes. So we are in Hyderabad city. So if you ask your parents some 10 to 15 years back, which birds were seen more, and if you observe in your surroundings, which birds you are observing in large number? So you are observing more and more pigeons. Is it not, children? So more number of pigeons we are observing, whereas other birds like crows and sparrows, they are not found in this area. Is it not? So many number they are not seen. Is it clear to you? So what do we call that one? So that particular group of organisms which are getting disappearing from that particular area. Is it clear to you? Now, according to famous ecologist, that is E.O. Wilson. E.O. Wilson. What he said, E.O. Wilson? Every year 10,000 species. Every year 10,000 species of organisms. Every year, yearly. So 10,000 species of organisms are disappearing, or 27 species per day. 27 species per day. So all over the world, if we see 27 species of the organisms, different kinds of organisms are disappearing per day. But yearly if we see 10,000 species of organisms are disappearing. So if it is happening, or if it is continuously seen in our surroundings, then what is going to happen? That will affect the other organisms. Is it not, children? So the people are responsible for vanishing of particular group of organisms, and we are making them not to see in nearby future. So one day or other day our turn also will come. so that we can also not survive in this world without those organisms. Is it clear to you? So in any ecosystem, if we observe, or any particular environment, if we see, the organisms which are living, every organism is having its right to live. Is it clear to children? So because of human interventions, already we discussed. So what are the reasons for vanishing of the organisms? So that is because of urbanization, or industrialization, or deforestation. We are taking their homes, okay, habitats. So habitat loss is caused. Forests are not there. So because of that, now and then you are observing many kinds of animals like tigers or cheetahs intruding into the nearby villages, like elephants causing harm. Is it why? Because they are visiting now and then the nearby villages of the forest. That is because of they are made homeless. Is it clear to children? Then, so now what do we call? So just now I said, have you observed any species of organisms which are disappearing in your locality? In your locality. So wherever you are living, any city or any place, earlier what were the organisms living, and are you going to observe them, or are you not at all seeing them? So all that will be taken into consideration here. Okay, what are the reasons to make them to become extinct? Means here you know that because of human activities. So one reason we can understand what is that means, that is of human activities. Okay, so urbanization. Then, so as this is very dangerous for us to survive, that disappearing of organisms, if it is happening continuously, we cannot survive. So that's why here what care we have to take. How can we protect biodiversity, or how can we conserve biodiversity? That is very, very important. Is it clear to children? Now, here it is given in page number 89, endangered species. So you are going to learn about some of the terms which are very, very important for you. What do you mean by that? Extinct. So what do you mean by the word extinct? Okay, so the group of organisms which were living long back in different parts of the world, but totally they are not seen, they are vanished. Okay, they disappeared from the world. So such group of organisms will come under extinct species. Is it clear to children? So totally the group of organisms which are disappeared, so which are disappeared from the world, that particular group of organisms will come under extinct species. Is it clear to children? What do you mean by extinct? So for example, if we take dinosaurs, so dinosaurs were living long back, some millions of years back, dinosaurs were found in the world. Is it clear? But nowadays we are not observing them. What are the reasons? Many reasons were there. Climatic conditions you can take, or availability of food you can take, or other reasons also you can take, which made even human interventions also, which made that particular species of organisms disappeared from the world. Is it clear to children? So dinosaurs we are not going to observe. Like that dodo was a bird. Was a bird that is also not seen anywhere. Is it clear to you? So such type of organisms which were living earlier and which are not there now, and how we can came to know about those organisms means only by studying about them in the form of fossils. So fossils means the evidences left behind by these organisms or the impressions left behind by these organisms. We are going to learn, we are going to observe them, that fossils. Is it clear to you? So when the earth was just dug out, so then we observe the impressions of those organisms, and when we study about them, which period they belong, all that can be studied, and the scientists study about them, and are they present now, or when they were living, all that information will be known. Is it clear to you? So that particular group of organisms not found anywhere of the world, then that is going to be explained with the word extinct. So extinct species means what, children? The organisms were living long back, but they are not seen now. Okay, totally that particular group is vanished. So dinosaurs we never observe anywhere in the world. Is it clear to you? Which have life. So that one is called as extinct. Is it clear to you? So now next word is said to be endangered. Endangered species. So before we go for this Ramagundam case study, if you take earlier, it was said that Tiger Valley. But nowadays we are not observing tigers in that area. So what do you understand with that? Number of tigers were more, but maybe one or two we are going to observe, or sometimes it is not there also, like we can think. So in that particular area, it is getting disappearing. Is it clear to you? And are you going to observe tigers any other parts of the country, means in our country? Yes, tigers are more in number in Sundarban forest in West Bengal. Is it clear to children? So here, what do you mean by endangered species? Means the organisms which are going to become extinct. Is it clear to you? So those organisms, they were good in number, but slowly the number of organisms is going to be getting decreasing again because of human interventions. So such type of organisms are called as endangered species. So what do you mean by that? Organisms which are going to become extinct. Is it clear to children? So they are not going to be seen in nearby future. So that group of organisms are in danger, in threat. So that one is explained with the word endangered species. Is it clear to you? So now how do we get this information? How do we get this information of extinct species or endangered species? In the first lesson you learned another one also. What is that? Endemic species. Endemic species. So what do you mean by endemic species? The group of living organisms which are found restricted to a particular area. So in that particular area only that group of organisms are seen in large number. Is it clear to you? So that group of organisms are called as endemic species. Is it clear to children? So now here endemic species examples you can take. In Australia, large number of kangaroos we can observe. In our country, large number of tigers we can see. Is it clear to you? And next, peacocks, large number we can see. Peacock is endemic to our country. Peacock and tigers. Is it clear to children? So just like that, kangaroos are more and more endemic to what is that, Australia, and kiwis, birds they are said to be, which are very much in large numbers seen in New Zealand. Is it clear to you? So the group of organisms which are found in particular area. So in particular area we are going to observe them in large number. That one we call it as a endemic species. Is it clear to children? But whatever it may be, see here, endemic species, they are found in large number in particular places of the world, and because of so many activities, so what is going to happen, that endemic species are going to become extinct, endangered, it may happen, and finally they are going to be become extinct. So what are the reasons? Means the loss of biodiversity, that results in loss of biodiversity. Is it clear to you? Apart from that, who are responsible? Means the human interventions are very much responsible for disappearing of these organisms. Is it clear to children? So like that here you learn about these words, very important. So extinct species, endangered species and endemic species. So define the terms extinct, endangered or endemic species and give some examples. Like that you will be given question, children. So you must write answers. So what do you mean by extinct species, children? The organisms which are totally disappeared from the world are called extinct species. Disappeared. Okay. So which are disappeared? So which example? Which animals are disappeared? Dinosaurs you can give. Okay. Then endangered species means the group of organisms which are going to become extinct. Which are going to become extinct are called as endangered species. Then here comes our tigers or peacocks will come. Is it clear to you? Then endemic species means the group of organisms which are found restricted to a particular area. They are called as in large number they are seen in some parts of the world. So that group of organisms we call as endemic species. Is it clear to children? Example, kangaroos in Australia. Okay, tigers in our country, elephants in Africa, like that. Is it clear to you? So the what is the need for studying about them? Is there any use? And how we can get that information? Means that information of endangered species or extinct species or endemic species, especially endangered species information we are going to get from the organizations. So we realized the importance of biodiversity. The governments of the different countries, they started protecting the nature or protecting the environment or protecting the wildlife, and the those people who are working under that are going to give information about the species of organisms which are in danger. Is it clear to children? So what are those? Let us learn now. So first, which organizations are giving information about the data of endangered species? Means World Wildlife Federation, WWF. What is the full form of this WWF? Means World Wildlife Federation. World Wildlife Federation. Is it clear to you? Apart from that, IUCN. IUCN means what? International Union for Wildlife Conservation. International Union for Wildlife Conservation. International Union for Wildlife Conservation, IUCN. Is it clear to children? So these the people who are working under these organizations are going to study about the environment and its components, that living organisms. Is it clear? And they are going to give the information about the endangered species, okay, which are going to become extinct. So here they are every year they are going to publish the different species of organisms which are getting disappearing that is which are going to become extinct. So such group of organisms which are going to become extinct. So that group of organisms are included. So data is given which are in threat, that organisms which are in threat, okay, of plants or animals. Is it clear to children? So many kinds of living organisms which are going to become extinct, okay, or which are in danger. So that complete information is given. Data is collected from all over the world and they are going to give the information about the organisms. All that is published in a book called Red Data Book. Red Data Book. So what information we are going to get in this book, Red Data Book? So the Red Data Book is published by the WWF or IUCN or any other organizations which are going to help in protecting the nature. So this book is going to give the information about the organisms which come under plants and animals. Flora, flora means plants, fauna means animals. Is it clear to you? So flora and fauna. Flora and fauna. So flora means here all plant species which are going to become extinct, and fauna means animal group, animals. So which are going to become extinct or which are in threat or which are in danger. So that information is given in the Red Data Book. So if we got that information, which organisms are going to become extinct, is it not our responsibility to protect the nature, children? To protect the organisms, is it not? So if we know that, definitely we can take care of those animals and we follow some methods to protect them. Okay, so first let us learn about the organisms which are going to become extinct, that information whichever is given by Red Data Book. So you can observe here, they are endangered species of our country actually. Is it clear to you? So which is published in Red Data Book or Red List Book. So what are those organisms which are given here? Which are given here. So now you can see lion, more number of lions we are not observing, then red fox, then single horned rhino, vultures, yesterday only we discussed about vultures, then spotted Seathal deer, loris, then black spider monkey, wild cats. These are all said to be animals which are going to become extinct of our country. Then plants, if we take, going to become extinct, children, which are in danger. The number of organisms, it is decreasing. Then cycas, Ravelfia serpentina, it is a medicinal plant. Then Nepenthes, it is insectivorous plant. Sandalwood trees. Okay, and some other organisms are also included in that, and they are going to become extinct. Is it clear to children? They are going to become extinct. Please make a note of it. So that information is given by the or published by the Red Data Book or Red List Book, so that we can get some information and we can take care of these organisms so that we can protect them. Is it clear to you? Then now we'll discuss about the so once again page number 90, if you take, let us observe the following table of different endangered species. Like that it is given, children. Plants, that already I said flora. So which plants? Orchid species, some flowering plants, children. Then sandalwood trees. So in Seshachalam forest and Eramala forest, if we observe, more number of sandalwood trees we can see, large in number. So they are endemic to our country actually, sandalwood trees. Karnataka, then what is that, Tamil Nadu states, Andhra Pradesh, like Tirumala hills, if we see more number of sandalwood trees we can observe. Even red sandalwood also we can see. But you are observing maybe in papers how the wood collected from these plants, how these plants are cut and how they are going to be just used in a wrong way. Then cycas plants, which is said to be a gymnosperm plant, and some medicinal plants like Ravalfia serpentina, these are all going to become extinct. Going to become extinct. That information is given, means endangered. Then animals, if we take leopard. So animals, if we take leopard, Indian lion, Indian wolf, red fox, red panda, tiger, wild cat, hyena, wild cat, hyena, gharial, tortoise, python, then golden monkey, great Indian hornbill bird adi, pelicans, great Indian bustard, peacocks, lion-tailed macaque, Nilgiri longoor, loris. So these animals, one or two we can observe in zoos. Zoo, Nehru Zoological Park we can see, or other parks where we are going to observe. Okay, so these are all the organisms of our country which are going to become extinct. Means they are in danger. Is it right? They are in danger.